Hi, my name is Sonia. Welcome back to my channel. So I started an article on Facebook and I titled Importance of Healing. So today I also want to talk about the importance of healing, right? And the first thing on my list is healing from your past relationship. Yes, you really need to heal from your past relationship. If it didn't work out with you, it did not mean that the person is a bad person. That the relationship did not work did not mean that you yourself is a bad person. It could just be that you guys are not compatible, or you guys are not meant to be. No matter how much you have envisioned it in life that, okay, this is the right person for me. Maybe God, the earth, and the universe actually have a different purpose for your life altogether. Or maybe you cannot be fulfilled. You cannot live to the best of your potentials if you're with this person. So the best thing that could actually happen to the both of you is you going your separate ways. I know a lot of us have heard or have seen where couple ended the relationship, maybe they had a divorce and they just come to tell you that they have to live separately so that they can fulfill their potential and live to the best that they can actually be. Sometimes you might want to say, why didn't they discover that before they get married, right? Which is actually important. So that your relationship ends did not mean that this person is a bad person. It does not mean that you have to hold back to it. So you need to heal from that. You need to move on with your life. And you don't need to see your ex as an enemy. Because truth of the matter is, being with this person might just be what the person needed to live their full potential. So you cannot say that, oh, because of that means this person was a bad luck, or maybe I was a bad luck in this person's life because immediately I left the person's life became awesome and all that. Or you cannot say, oh, maybe this person is a bad luck because after I left him, I have begun to live my full potentials. It just may be that the two of you, we are not meant to be. So heal from that toxic relationship. Heal from that thing that held you back. Heal from the abuse. Heal from somebody not loving you right, so that when the right person comes, you can actually receive it and be able to take in all that you can actually grab from whatever love this person is going to be dishing out to you. Because the truth of the matter is, if you are not healed and if you've not cleansed out that, you cannot be able to receive this new love. So heal from your relationship and move on. Yes, no matter how much you love somebody, learn to channel that same love to yourself. Learn to love yourself more. Learn to love yourself the same way you want others to be loved. And if there's so many sacrifices, for number one, I made a lot of sacrifices for a relationship. If there are sacrifices you probably have made for your past relationships and the relationships they failed at the end of the day, channel those sacrifices to yourself. Try to make yourself a better person. Try to work on yourself. Try to develop a skill. Try to improve yourself. Try to just get to a new height. Sometimes your relationship ends, I say it again, sometimes your relationship ends so that you can fulfill your highest potentials. Yes. And you don't need to be angry and lonely if you're not married at the age of 35. Yes. As long as you're living your best life, as long as you're fulfilling your dream and purpose in life. So number 2 thing on my list is healing from a childhood trauma. I have come across a lot of successful people, very successful in career, in their whatever thing, financially they are successful. But when I get too close to them, I found out that there is this part of them that they needed to heal. Yeah. A lot of them are battling with so much childhood trauma that it's only when they are alone in their vulnerable state that you find out that there is a lot of things missing in these people. What is your greatest fear? What is this thing that keep tormenting you when you're in your vulnerable state or when you are just alone? It's time to face it. In my article, I was saying something about, since if you can remember your childhood wears, your clothes that you were wearing when you were a kid could not size you anymore. So in the same energy, those traumas, it's time to let them go. They are not your size anymore. Stand up to your fear. Face your fear. At least you yourself, this is this thing that shakes me to my bone marrow anytime I think about it or anytime I remember it. Get a sheet of paper. You yourself, your fear. I have conquered my fear a long time ago anyway. Carry a pen and paper. Write down this particular fear. If you need to talk to somebody, talk to somebody. If you need to do a recording, position your phone in front of you. Do a recording of you voicing out your fear. This is my greatest fear. Then when you're done doing that, face your fear and destroy it. If you need to delete the video, you delete. If you need to tear up the paper, you tear it. If you need to tear it and burn it. But at the same time, make sure you are looking at your fear and you're destroying it. It's not part of your life. It's not supposed to be there. So it's time to let it go. It's just like you keeping your childhood toys till this age. Except you want to dash it out to a younger person, but it's no longer of use to you. So this fear that you have, this trauma, this situation that has troubled you a lot, is no longer of use to you. So it's time to let it go. If you really need to meet a counselor to talk to, you really need to do that. Right? Let go of your fear. Let go of that childhood trauma. It might not be a childhood trauma. It might be something that happened to you at any stage in your life that you have held on to till now. And it has affected you. And some people, it might be lack of love. They never received love growing up from their parents, from their siblings, or maybe their peer group. Right? And because of that, anytime they are not loved the way they want to be loved, it becomes a problem. Some people forcefully request for love. Some might be because growing up, their mother did not love their father well and maybe maltreated him. Yes, men can also be abused. And reverse might also be the case. Maybe their mother was not rightly loved and their father was abusing the mother. So because of that, growing up, many of them don't want to go into a relationship. You see a lot of people that are single today, not because men are not coming, not because they are not seeing women. It could just be because of the experience they had growing up, seeing their mother maltreating their father or seeing their father maltreating their mother. Could just be the reason. Maybe the mother was cheating on the husband. Abuse happens. So a lot of people grew up, they are successful, for crying out loud. But this part of them needs to be healed from. They really need to understand that this is not the end of life. They really need to understand that because a situation like this happened, it's not the same everywhere. So it's time to let go. Like, I can feel it inside of me, and I wish it's something I can just go into anybody's life to remove. It's time to let go. It's time to cut off from this trauma and live a normal life and live a fulfilled life. A lot of people that are successful today are not living to their full potential. They are successful in business, they are successful in their career, but in their life, in their personal life, in their relationship life, they are not fulfilled. Yes, because they just have this thing that is buckled inside of them that they just can't let go. You are doing yourself so much harm when you keep holding on. It's time to let go. You really need to let go. Like, let go of it. Talk to a counselor if you need to. Go for a therapy if you need to. Speak to somebody. Do a record of yourself. Write it down. Destroy it before it destroys you. You need to destroy your fears before it destroys you. Is it the fear that a lot of people really work very hard? They work hard, not like they work smart, right? They work hard, very hard, because of the fear of remaining poor. And yes, to an extent, it has helped a lot of people. But working hard and going all after money is not the right thing to do. Your life needs to be balanced. You came from a home that is poor. and you are determined that you want to be rich. And like me, I wouldn't say I came from a poor home, because yes, I was born rich and situation turned and there was no money anymore, right? I am determined to make money, but at the same time I want my life to be balanced. So it's an entirely different thing. So you need to heal. Thank you very much for watching this particular episode, and I hope you've learned something from it. Comment on the comment section to tell me the thing that you've actually picked out from today's episode. Like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much. Thank you very much for my subscribers. Like, as at this morning, when I'm doing this video, I have 110 subscribers. I am so grateful. Thank you very much for paying attention to whatever thing I have been giving out, and I just hope I'm making an impact in one or two person's life. So thank you so much, and until I come your way next time, I want you to stay beautiful, I want you to stay motivated, and I want you to go and fulfill destiny, because it's in you. Your future is so bright that some people might need to wear glasses so that they don't get burned, right? So until I come your way next time, just know that I love you so much.